Here we find the stinging nettle. It's also one of the most easily found wild herbs in Finland. It tends to grow along the roadsides and almost anywhere, to be honest. You want to be a little bit careful about where you pick the nettle from because they do contain quite a bit of nitrates. So you want to make sure that the ground you're picking it from is not next to any cattle grazing areas or composts, or potentially if there's some weird shapes in the ground, you want to be a little bit careful. But other than the fact that they do contain some nitrates, the nettle is really one of the most elite wild herbs, some say. It really contains a lot of vitamins and nutrients and minerals. For example, iron, magnesium, calcium, potassium, vitamin C. And it's also a very cleansing wild herb. So it's been used as a kind of detoxifying herb. It'll increase your secretion of urine. And it can be used like spinach. So how you would use spinach in cooking or baking, you can use it in soups, in stews, in pies. And it's also really nice dried as a spice in your food, or potentially as a tea as well. So the nettle is the best when it's young, and that's also when it doesn't sting. So you can just pick it with your bare hands. But even as they grow older, you can pick it from the stem. And the more mature nettle, which we have here, for example, you might want to consider using about the top 7 to 10 centimeters, which is the most fresh, newest part of the nettle, and it'll grow back. So it's kind of a great wild herb to use throughout the whole summer, all the way from April to about September. It'll just keep growing back again and again. You can also use the nettle seeds, which are right here. And they're really the most nutrient-rich part of the nettle. The easiest way to use the seed, I would say, is to dry the nettle. So you could just hang it from the ceiling like this, or place it in the sun on some paper, for example, and dry out the seeds. And you can use them throughout the winter, put them in your smoothies or your yogurt. And they really contain the most nutrients from this wild herb. Some say that the nettle is really the man's best friend. It's been used as a kind of a love potion. It's been said to increase testosterone secretion. People have used it for all kinds of love-related potions, so you can imagine how it might have an effect. Traditionally, nettle has also been used to treat all kinds of skin disorders. So although the nettle stings, it stings around the edges of the leaf, so you want to be careful when you're picking it. But it's been used to treat, for example, psoriasis as a kind of nettle whip. And it's also been used as a very cleansing herbal medicine. So to cleanse the blood, cleanse the body, the liver. So it's really one of the most versatile wild herbs we find in Finland.